Hi, I'm Kathy. I'm 54 years old.
Jake, 19.
Sydney, 21.
I'm Micah, I'm 19.
Alrighty, for this speech I will be demonstrating how to properly putt in the sport of disc golf. I've been playing disc golf for around 8 years now. I play both recreationally and competitively in local tournaments. It is a sport for anyone, doesn't matter if you live in urban or rural area. It's a game for both old and young people to play. Disc golf has been around since around the late 70s, but it has only recently started to become popular in around 2016. According to Altimer from the Parks and Recreation of Harris County, Texas, in 1976, only 3 semi-professional and professional disc golf courses existed in the United States. Currently, there are 442 semi-professional and professional disc golf courses that have been installed in 47 states. Putting is one thing in disc golf that is one of the most important factors in the sport, as it is how you play. It gives you confidence in your entire game. When you excel at putting, you excel at the rest of your game. It also lets you have consistency, which is very important in this sport. A study on putting from Frisbee Brain in the School of Disc Golf says, on the holes where you find yourself with a challenging upshot, hoping to get just close enough to get a look at par, a consistent putting game will help immensely. Disc golf works a lot like golf. You drive off the tee, usually throwing a driver. This is what a driver looks like. You tee off with the driver, and when you get close enough to a comfortable distance, from the basket, you putt with the putter. Professional disc golfers usually putt from inside a 50-foot diameter from the basket, but for today's purpose, I will be putting from a 15-foot diameter. There are many forms of putting, some unique, some general, but most have 4 key components: your stance, your grip, your rotation, and your release. So for the first part is the stance. So for your stance, there are countless forms of stance you can take with putting, but the most common is the stagger step. You have one foot in front of the other, and according to Hegman from Infinite Discs Journal, a semi-pro disc golfer and rules analyst, says it allows you to get power from your legs, hips, shoulders, arms, and wrists. Since this stance uses your whole body, most people see most success out of it. So when you're using this stance, you have your dominant foot in front and your non-dominant foot in back. And then when you're releasing, you're going to want to propel yourself forward like that. The next step is grip. This is a very simple step that you can enhance your putting when done correctly. It uses both rotation, which determines your release, and then it all flows into one another. So for the grip, you want your index finger as the guiding part, and then just your fingers to fan out like this. So when you're releasing, it'll look flat like that. The third step is rotation. This goes along with release, but it is a very important subcategory. The rotation of the disc is generated when you release the wrist in your fingers. It is the most important to have proper rotation because too little, and your disc will not fly as intended, and too much, you'll have less accuracy, and your putt is less controlled. This is the part that most people have trouble with, and in some ways, it is a skill that only comes with practice. However, as I have seen and experienced, the best way is to just casually have it roll off your fingers, nothing special. Most often, it just comes naturally with practice. Now, the final and fourth step is the release. So totaling the previous 3 steps, we get to the release. When you release it right, this is the best part of putting. You want to use your rotation in this. You will be using your elbow and your entire arm in this. So, using your stance with the dominant foot in front, the non-dominant foot behind, having your shoulders straight upward, and your index finger in the grip like this, you're going to putt. And you make it like that.
Yay.
So, putting it all together, we have 4 steps: the stance, the grip, rotation, and release. Putting does not come instantly. It's taken me 8 years and I still am not where I want to be. It takes practice and consistency. It can be frustrating at times, but just like everything else, when you practice more, you will see that you play better. Thank you.